Froggy, and I'm back again with some more C14 dating. So it is the night festival where we can ask people to dance. So I'm just gonna go ahead and start. This evening is more festive than usual. There was a party here every night, but this was one of the liveliest that I've seen yet.
This is the last week for most of the students here. That's why we're all celebrating.
Let's party in French.
I know we've seen this, but we're gonna get a different cutscene towards the end, so I'm going over it again. Faire la fête, or you could simply say célébrons.
Isn't faire a verb for make?
Make, do, act.
Basically, you're saying make the party? That sounds more engaging than let's party in English. We should say let's make party from now on. You dig?
It's interesting. I don't think it's going to catch on, Mel.
Watch me. It'll spread like a catchphrase in markets. My eyes wandered over the dance scene, which was pitiful in my eyes. There were a few casual participants, some with a beer in hand. I had a feeling that if no one else joined, it would dissolve like sugar in tea. A shame. I hated seeing an empty dance floor. I spotted Chantal and Joan chatting away and decided to join them. Later, DeAndre.
Cheers.
Something up? Here to say hi? Hi. Hey, Joan and Chantal. You could say that. I was waiting for the right time to dance. You should grab a partner and encourage more people to join in. True. Even if club music was not my thing, at least it'd get my feet moving. Who should I ask?
Well, obviously we're going for Kyler, so it's a slim shot, but maybe Kyler.
Time to see if Kyler is a square mate or simply a square. Having a general idea of where he'd be, I entered the museum right as he descended the stairs near the front entrance. I bounded up the first step, giving him a cheerful wave, causing him to pause. He seemed confused by my approach and regarded me dubiously.
Do you need something?
There's music playing outside, and I was wondering if you'd like to rip it up.
Rip it up?
Dance! Would you like to dance with me?
I don't engage in trifling activities.
Ouch, cold. After the debuff, he proceeded toward the door and I watched him go.
Persist, let it go.
I
don't want to persist. I think that'd be bad. But I want to see what it looks like. So let's persist for now.
Wait, you sure? Just one dance, please?
Once again, I don't dance.
He promptly entered the laboratory, and I figured that he was using it as a route to reach the tent area quickly.
Alright, let's go back and let it go.
Let it go. Let it go. Right. Later, Kyler. As soon as he disappeared through the door, I sighed and ruffled my hair. I expected to be rejected, but not that harshly. After the brush-off, I returned to Chantal and Joan. Weren't able to find anyone? I did ask Kyler, but he didn't seem interested. Whether it was my words or my expression, Joan must have understood since she grabbed my hand earnestly and pointed to the empty dance area. Let's go. I'm not much of a dancer, but it'll be fun. Why not? Aw, thank you. I appreciate it. Once the three of us migrated to an open spot, the song was replaced by a more upbeat one that encouraged jumping and pumping your fists. The energy was great, even if the dance style wasn't my forte and more people joined in. I don't know the lyrics and talking over the loud music was easily lost, but I followed the rhythm, taking cues from the others. I even mimicked some of the dance moves I saw while Joan and Chantal tried some of the advanced sequences that I had picked up from my own clubbing experience. Once the party reached its conclusion, the music stopped and people trickled back to the tent area, including me. I really had a good time. If felt like forever since I last danced with friends.
Aw, I was hoping that we were gonna get to dance with Kyler. Now I'm sad. I don't think we've seen this one, so I'm just gonna go ahead and continue on.
Kyler's already halfway done with his square. I discreetly glanced at his melt frame. He held an updated photograph to compare the new positions of the sediments. A sediment swing song started. A sentimental swing song started, and I quickly hit next on my phone. I thought I deleted it from my list. While skipping through my collection, I heard voices above me and looked up, wondering what the hullabaloo was about.
Oh.
On the narrow industrial catwalk, DeAndre and Chantal were engaging in a lively conversation. Judging from her laughter, he was telling a humorous story with exaggerated motions.
I think it'd be cute if they started dating. They do seem like they'd match.
Shoji waited anxiously a few paces behind them, his hands occupied with 2 buckets. He looked uncertain on whether to ask them to move or retreat instead. Finally, Shoji uttered something low and apologetic, catching their attention, and the pair separated. DeAndre shuffled backward to the edge of the catwalk, and I gasped in horror. "Look out!" His foot stumbled over the cement block, which contained a wooden beam with a heat lamp clamped to it. Shoji dropped the buckets and lunged forward with Chantal to grab DeAndre. However, they couldn't stop the items he collided into, and they tipped over the catwalk. I instinctively dove for Kyler, who was unaware of the events. There was a loud crash behind us as I tackled him out of harm's way, and I cradled his head protectively when we hit the hard ground. Dirt from the bucket spilled through the catwalk and rained down on us harmlessly. I glanced back to view the damage. "Are you okay?"
Oh, yeah, Sherry.
Sherry briskly walked along the lower catwalk toward our pit and fearfully peered over. I scooted back when I realized I still had Kyler pinned to the floor. It appeared safe enough, and Kyler sat up, immediately examining the mess. I heard perturbed voices from above, including DeAndre's. I turned to Sherry first, doing my best to ignore my visible shaking. My earbuds had come loose, and I stuffed them into my pocket to mask my trembling. Yeah, we're fine." "Careful, the heat lamp shattered. Don't cut yourself." I stood up cautiously, taking note of the disturbed dirt and the wooden beam that leaned right against my square. It would have hit me if I hadn't moved along with the heat lamp and cement block that were right by my feet. Oh man, that was close. For safety reasons, I approached the ladder but paused when Kyler unleashed an enraged rant at DeAndre. Whenever DeAndre desperately tried to counter, Kyler would cut him off and gesture wildly to the mess. Calm Kyler down, clean up the mess. We should clean up the mess. At least I could remove this heat lamp. I knelt down, but when my fingers grazed the edge, I let out a pained gasp and reflectively moved my hand. I stuck the burned fingertip into my mouth. My reaction caused Kyler to turn around, dropping his tirade and tend to me.
"What are you doing? You shouldn't touch any of this wreck. Come on, let's get out of here."
"Right. Are either of you injured?" Kyler rubbed the back of his neck while I wriggled my injured finger. "Small burn. I think I'll live."
"I'm fine. Was dazed briefly when Melissa saved me, but I didn't hit my head or anything."
I put a hand on my chest and exhaled loudly in relief. "Oh, good. I didn't mean to tackle you like that. It all happened so fast." From the corner of my eye, I saw curious students staring down at us. Forcing a grin, I gave an awkward wave. "We're A-okay, no harm done." Hopefully my cheerful tone pacified their anxiety. DeAndre looked as if he was about to throw up from sheer guilt. He was that pale. He shuffled a few paces down and grabbed the railing as he leaned over to get a better view.
"You sure? I'm very sorry about that. I'll clean up the mess and everything. I wasn't thinking and... What on earth? Oh, I like her hoodie. It's so cute.
Hendrik approached DeAndre, who began pointing and explaining in fretful French. Joan was a few steps behind Hendrik, and I assumed that she was the one who alerted Hendrik to the incident. Shoji and Chantal joined in, with Shoji stammering profusely, while DeAndre watched him in surprise. I guess Shoji felt partially responsible for the whole thing, too. Now what? Kyler and I can't exactly continue our excavation. I don't mind cleaning up. Goodness, no. You two experienced a close call just moments ago. If anything, it's the main team's fault for overlooking such a precarious setup. Take a break, or you can switch to the lab. We'll take care of this straight away. I know Augustin isn't going to be thrilled about this. I'll try to clean up as much as I can before he sees the full mess. Before I could protest, she shooed the both of us away, encouraging us to get some fresh air. Once we were outside, it wasn't until I gazed at the forest that I noticed my heart beat rapidly. I guess that scared me more than I thought. And I'm gonna go ahead and end this episode here for today. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you want to see more videos from me, then don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.